Hey everybody, it's John Brown, the one and only Bandana Gamer, coming to you today with a very, very special unboxing. We are unboxing from the future, people. We are unboxing from the next generation. This is an unboxing of the Xbox Series S. And just to give you a heads up, I've already unboxed it and shot that, and so we'll get to that footage in a second. Throughout the unboxing, I will mess up the Xbox naming convention and call the Series S and the Series X, the 1X and the 1S, and I apologize for that. But I'm really excited to have this, and I did really want to, before I unbox it, kind of talk about why I picked it up. I am a game collector. I love physical media, and this is an all-digital console. Now, the main thing that intrigued me about this was just the fact it is a budget-conscious, entry-level, next-gen gaming machine. And that, to me, is always intriguing. I really like when people make significant leaps in technology and put out a budget option. The last time I really got excited about a piece of tech was the Kindle Fire tablet. And just the fact that you had a tablet, which used to be a big deal, at a very easily accessible entry price point was really cool. And when they announced this, I just became really fascinated by it. A next-gen console at the price of what the Sega Saturn initially cost, what the PS2 initially cost. And I know all the drawbacks. I know it is significantly less power than what you see in the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. But it's, this is the PC-ification of the console space, where we're able to develop games that can play with different hardware and be optimized to different hardware and still run great. And it's also for lower resolution TVs, which this is going upstairs, which is where I'm at in my game room, this room, to be a part of my streaming setup. And at some point in time, I'm going to do a game room tour, but we are about to remodel and put hardwood floors up here, and so that means all this is about to get packed up, and I'll have to do that again anyway, and unpack it and set it up differently, so I might as well wait until we've done that. So I will still be getting physical media. I expect to get a next generation console that has physical media later on, but this was just, I thought, something cool and fun to play with, a little bit different. Hooked up to a Samsung 32-inch 1080p TV, and it's meant mainly so I can play around with newer games than what I've done on my videos and streaming stuff before. And so I just thought it was a good fit, and it's really small. It's really cool how small it is. It's currently up here. I keep looking over here because it's over here updating. And I can't wait to do some videos with it and show you a little bit more. But that is to say, once again, I love physical media, but I'm not anti-digital. I think digital gets a bad rap, and I think digital is responsible for the amazing growth of the independent scene we've seen in the last generation, because people don't have to pay to manufacture. Smaller developers don't have to pay to manufacture, and then they can get a base and then maybe look at getting physical media later. And as much as I do love physical media in the modern age is very frustrating because of day one patches. Thinking right now of Cyberpunk 2077, a game that has gone gold and is hypothetically being manufactured, has been delayed because the day one patch isn't ready. So what is on that disc? Years later when we're going to collecting and the update servers are all down, what are we actually collecting on physical media in this generation? Now, that being said, I love opening games and getting games, and I still have unboxing and stuff to do, and like I said, I will probably get another next-gen console for the downstairs TV that will have a physical space, and that will still be the primary way I get my games. But also, I think the future is probably digital, but in the form of subscription services. And I really like Game Pass, and that's kind of what this thing is primarily supposed to be for me, is a Game Pass machine, so I can do games on Game Pass and do videos and stuff about them. And I think Game Pass is the best digital option there is out there. So that's enough of me rambling about why I got an all-digital console. Let's get into the unboxing itself. Okay, so here we are unboxing the Xbox Series S. Let's go ahead and pop this up. I I have a weird hang up that I like to unseal things to make the unboxing easier. So you generally will see me if I have an envelope, I've already opened it. So I've gone ahead and cut the seals. There were 3 seals. There's two on the sides and then one in the middle. And so let's go ahead and open this up. And wow. Okay, so from the get-go, let me see if I can move this where you can see it. This that is like on the cushioning section. Everyone has said the presentation of this when you open it from the out of the box is just amazing, and I completely agree with that. That is just really, really cool to see when you open. All right, I'm going to leave the console. And God, the console, like I've heard this from a lot of different places, that the console is really small, and I was expecting it to kind of have the feel of like a Series S, or maybe something along the lines of the 1X, or I said Series, I'm even getting the name, the 1S and the 1X, but God, this is so small. This reminds me of when I first opened my GameCube and felt it was so small. All right, I'm going to go for the back stuff first. All right, so first thing out, of course, is your Microsoft HDMI cable. Then, very standard figure 8 power cord. Nothing super fancy about that. And then the controller. This is one thing I will say that is just annoying me, and it annoyed me last generation, and I'm even more annoyed now that we still go with AA batteries. So pulling out the controller, I have 2 AA batteries. But here is the controller. I'm holding the controller for my first time. Ooh. I really like the feel of that D-pad. Feels good. Feels like the gripping feels more in line with what they did when the Series X and maybe the 1S, or not the Series, 1X and the 1S came out, where they put gripping on the back. Feels about the same weight. I know it's supposed to be smaller, but I don't know if it is. Everything feels good. I was very up in the air about that D-pad, but I'm liking it. It is very clicky. So that's cool. So that's the white controller that comes with the Series S. All right, so now let's get into the main event. Of course, we have the thing that says Power Your Dreams. I'm wondering if it is. Okay, it's fairly easy to take that off. So we got that. I'm going to peel the tape off this side. Peel the tape off this side. It is just kind of that vacuum pack. Of course, we got the big circle in the speaker box. Okay. I can open this that way. There we go. And here she is. Very nondescript. Again, love this design. Like, I know it's very minimalistic. I know that the speaker box, this honestly, of all the things that has come out next generation is so intriguing to me. A entry-level console, and people are, and I've messed up the naming convention in this video, talking about how weird Microsoft is, but it's a lot like how iPhone does things. Like, the iPhone comes out every year. There's the 12, the Pro, and all this. Like, but I really love just how this thing feels really solid. I just really love that they have done an entry level for people that don't have a 4K TV and just a basic starter box. Like, I love this. Of course, on the back, we've got Ethernet, USB, HDMI out. No HDMI in this time like we had on the previous generation. You have that proprietary storage expansion, and then the power. Up front, you have power button. Feels like the last one, and your sync button, and another USB. So that'll do it for this unboxing. Let's talk about it a little bit. So that is what the Xbox Series S looks like out of the box. Here's this nice controller. And once again, the gripping on this feels really good. The more I play with it, I have noticed it does feel a little bit more gripped, a little bit more textured, and I look forward to seeing how the triggers feel. Because as I've played around with it, they feel a little bit different. It is set up. It is updating. I will say the main thing I'm still disappointed in is that this still has AA batteries. I said that in the video, and I think that's kind of a letdown. And I will concede, I'm fairly certain Sony has won the controller war of this. I think they probably have put out a more innovative controller than this. But I do kind of like Microsoft's if it isn't broke, don't fix it kind of mentality. And with third parties, if third parties are finding success on both machines, they're probably going to have to focus in on the lowest common denominator, which means they probably won't take too much advantage of all the fancy stuff the PlayStation 5 controller can do. Don't like that, but, understand it. And so, kind of fine with it since I went with Xbox. So, let me know what you think about this console in the comments section below. If you like this kind of video and want to see more Xbox Series S content, let me know also in the comments below, and give me a subscribe and a like. And my friends, I hope you are doing well. I hope you are staying sane, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Peace.